A very, very interesting day so far. It is getting even better today because we're being joined by Jennifer Hershman coming out of Vancouver in British Columbia. Believe me, you're going to love that. You really are. Let me just work with this a little bit. Give it, yeah, a bit too much. There we go. And we'll get it underway. What do you reckon? So for those of you that haven't been with us before, I've got to say welcome, and it's nice to have you on board. It really, really is. First time, why not do this? Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people, much like Jennifer Hershman joining us. And believe me, you're going to love this. You really, really are. Sub, why not subscribe? Become part of the family. We call it the noise here at Galaxy, simply because it is growing exponentially every day. And we hear your voice. We really do. You have a voice. We hear it because you text us, you mail us, you email us, you even give us a call every now and again. So believe me, we structure a lot of our shows on your opinions, and we take note. We really do. So get in touch. In the meantime, funny thing, you know what to do with that, right? Yeah, you do. Get epileptic. Go on. Double, triple dare you. But in the meantime, let's get into it. Joining us live is Jennifer Hershman. We're going to kick it off with Desert Heart. So that gives us a couple of minutes to get to know each other.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out what this is doing. Here we go. I hope I got the right one. I do. Technology, don't you love it?
Oh yeah, totally.
I got bits and pieces everywhere around here. We got monitors for, gosh, there is a lot of them. It gets hot in here.
Yeah, because of all the heat from the equipment, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you? Is the weather decent? Like nice there today? Because
it's not bad actually. It's passable. And by the way, 24.4 degrees, Barbara. I win.
You do.
Yay! we have a competition every morning to see whether the weatherman's going to get it right or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not often that he does, but he got it right twice in a row this week, so I'm kind of worried about the guy. He might be starting to get on a roll. Excuse me, Jen.
No problem.
So, we'll cover Desert Heart to start with.
Okay.
Believe me, we'll get a few fan questions, bits and pieces like that. My on-air producer will be passing that information on to me as we go through this as well. And,
okay.
Very, very, very humbled to meet you, Jennifer.
Oh, me too. No worries. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. It's fun.
We'll find out whether it was or not at the end of this. Okay.
Exactly.
I hope you have a sense of humour.
I do.
Awesome.
I'm pretty chill though today. You know, I'm kind of just low profile vibes, but I'll try to spice it up a bit.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. I used to be a stand-up comedian back in the day, and well, now I'm too bloody old, so I sit down and do it.
Yeah. This is easy. This is easier, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I had one person say to me once, how many people are watching this? And I says, well, don't worry about how many people are watching. It's only you and me. It's just us. We're doing it, you know. I've got what?
Yeah, I don't even want you to tell me how many people, because then I'll get nervous.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you at the end. How's that?
Perfect.
Nice. So let's go live to the desk. And Jennifer, nice to meet you. Welcome to Galaxy. right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today I am absolutely humbled. In fact, I am elated to be able to introduce you to Jennifer Hershman, coming out of Vancouver. It is Vancouver Island, isn't it?
Well, I'm not on the island, actually. I'm on the mainland right now. Yeah, I wish I was on the island, but I'm on the mainland, the big busy city that just keeps getting busier.
Believe me, there are so many talented Canadians coming out of Vancouver. We talk to so many of you guys, and you know something? I love the talent that is emulating out of Vancouver alone, literally.
Very true. So I couldn't agree with you more. It's there's quite a scene happening here, an incredible amount of talent, and we've been fortunate, in BC to have that talent harvested through some grants and stuff. So artists are, really working away at their craft, so it's nice.
Absolutely fantastic. Got to welcome along Mark Willardell as well. Nice to have you on board, Mark. Chris Andreas is joining us as well. Terry Van Cannon. Do you know Chris Andreas?
I don't.
You don't? Well, believe me, he comes from Vancouver as well, and an absolute superb artist in his own right. He really, really is, and somebody that I'm very, very proud to call brother man. Terry Van Cannon. He's a slide steel master coming out of North Carolina too, by the way. If you ever need a slide steel, believe me, get in touch with us. We'll put you in touch with Terry Van Cannon. Sean Adams is watching as well. And Wayne Spring, nice to have you on board, guys. It really, really is. And today, I'm very, very humbled, I've got to be honest, because as an engineer, I listen to music every day. And Jennifer Hershman's music encapsulated my imagination. I wanted to know more. So today we're meeting her live and in living colour, and I got to be honest, I'm loving the pink. I really am.
Thanks. Thank you.
Very, very summery. Of course, you're coming into the end of summer over there right now.
We are. Yeah, fall's a beautiful season too, but I'm not quite wasn't ready for my fall colors today. So, and plus it's so warm. So.
Yeah. You got to make the most of it while you can, and believe me, I don't blame you one bit for taking this and doing it outside. Really, perfect time to do it. Now, I do have a question for you, a fan question too, by the way, coming from a young lady out of a place called Husavik in Iceland.
Oh,
yeah, and she's asking, as a young entertainer herself, and an aspiring entertainer, what would be the words of advice you would give her to get to the level of expertise that you're at?
I suppose perseverance is really important in the arts. Also, because my journey has been, over a long, extended amount of time, I've been fortunate enough to not put pressure on myself to create art. So it's when you feel inspired to make something, make it, but have some balance in your life with work, family, a lot of balance, so that when you go to make your art, it's authentic, and that you don't put pressure on yourself, I suppose. Yeah, that's one word of advice. I would say. It's a vast question, so I mean, there's so many different aspects of being in the music business and creating that, I'm not sure exactly what she was interested in knowing, but that would be definitely my word of advice, and also to really have fun, to have fun.
Well, yeah. I usually tell people, literally, follow your dreams, persevere, practice. Did I mention practice? Practice all the time. And don't listen to the naysayers. Never listen to anybody other than yourself. Literally, believe in yourself, and one day you'll get to be as good as Jennifer Hershman is today.
Oh.
You really will be. Now, Marion Pedersen is joining us as well. Nice to have you on board, Marion. Now, a young man by the name of Dion, coming out of San Antonio, is asking, as a fan, excuse me, as a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Are you a talker? But more importantly, Jennifer, do you respond?
Yes, of course, always. Yeah, I mean, you can reach out to my fan page, which is Jen Hershman. Or actually, my fan page on Facebook is Jennifer Hershman, because I have a separate fan page, and then I have my personal page. And then the best way to get in touch with me is through Instagram, which is you can add me, and I will see that we have this connection on here. And my Instagram handle is Jennifer Hershman, all one lowercase, and all one word. So you can add me on there, and then we can chat. And for sure, I mean, it's all about, you know, connecting with people, for sure. Yeah.
You know, Jennifer, I do got to ask you now, do you have a website where we can buy product? Do you have merch?
I do have merch. I do. My new website domain is jenniferhershman.podia.com. So it's podia.com. And there's a lot of my music available there. You can purchase my music. You can make a donation to creating art, because as we know, as artists, it can be very challenging to keep pursuing. So you can reach out to me there. And then, of course, my music is all on iTunes and, iTunes and YouTube and, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, excuse me, I don't know what it is today, but something's playing with my throat. But I tell you what, if you've got a T-shirt with your brand on it, how would you like to send me one? I'd be honoured to be able to wear your brand while I'm doing these interviews. Today I had to do a video, an official video, for a concert that's being held in India. And so I'm wearing staff uniform, but normally I'm wearing a band's brand and promoting them. It's literally... well, it's unsaid, you know what I mean? It's something while I'm doing the interviews, people have actually told me, I've watched the interview at the same time on the interwebby thing, finding out who you're wearing and where I can buy that T-shirt from, you know what I mean? I
have a T-shirt I can send you. I will definitely get your address and I'll send it off in the mail to you. My T-shirts, like, they're an older run from actually my Leap of Faith album, which is actually called, what's that album called again? These Are the Ways. And what size are you? That was the question.
I'll get Barbara to give you all the details there.
Okay, yeah.
But just one thing, if you got a pink one, I'm in.
They're not pink. They're like charcoal gray, but they're pretty cool.
Okay, well, I'll take it anyway, but believe me, one of my favourite colours is pink, I've got to be honest with you. And
that's awesome.
Boys can wear pink. Yes, they can.
Of course, of course.
Got to say hi to Jill and Kevin from the band Moving Lines, coming out of the Okanagans. All right! They got special coffee there too, apparently, according to Jill and Kevin. Believe me, I'm into that. I'd really be into that. Now, we opened up the show with Desert Heart. Now, it would be remiss of me, Jennifer, if I didn't say, tell me all about this. Tell me about the lyrics.
Well, the lyrics are, it's about, being in, a romantic, relationship or a romantic situation where it's like, how are we going to get to that place where, like, you are, like, the love of my life? The lyrics are sort of reminiscent of I guess what that is. I mean, I don't like to give away too much when it comes to my lyrics, just because I think everybody feels a little differently, and lyrics and chords strike everyone a little bit differently, of course, depending on where they're at in their life and whatnot. But it's sort of like, it's how are we going to get to that place that's like the golden place. Yeah. So, yeah.
I got to be honest with you, Jen. My wife is saying to me, because she is my on-air producer as well, she's saying, still looking for that place.
Like it's never ending.
Thanks.
And they're married.
Yeah, believe me, it's like you too. Still haven't found what I'm looking for. I get it. I really do. Anthony Ligori is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Anthony. It's been a while, it really, really is, and I would love to catch up with you in the near future as well. Merv Pinney, yeah, Kiwi, nice to have you on board. Merv, we love you, we really, really do. Looking forward to some new music from you in the very near future too. And Christmas isn't too far away too, by the way. So guys, start thinking about heading down our way with a bit of Christmas music. What do you reckon? Pass it my way.
Yeah.
We get it in there for Christmas.
I've got a Christmas song.
Well, you better send it to me because we do 4 days of constant music. It is 100% Christmas music and it's all Galaxy artists. So if you've got some music for us that is Christmas orientated, we'd be very, very proud to add it in there.
This was a song I actually co-wrote with my daughter and recorded with my daughter when she was 6 years old. And the fellow who we went into the studio with, Warren Livesey, was like, this is the youngest person I've had in the studio, and she was a natural. And the song is called Snowflakes on the Tongue.
Love it, love it. And well, that was good timing with the ting thing as well. Really well done. But yes, we'd love to have a copy of that, and we'd love to be able to add it into our Christmas show. 4 consistent days of Christmas music, non-stop.
Yeah.
I love doing that, people.
Good, sounds good.
Believe me, I'm very Christmassy myself, you know what I mean? I'm family orientated, all that sort of stuff, so believe me, it's one of the happiest times of the year, and I like to make the most of it, I really do. Now, having said that, I know why, but I don't know why. Maybe I should ask Jennifer. Jennifer, why do I know why?
I guess you just know, you feel it in your, it's just intuition.
Okay, well, I tell you what, I think maybe, just maybe, even though you don't like talking too much about your lyrics, give me your interpretation if I know why.
I'm trying to remember what those lyrics are now, because, there's a song that actually goes back a little ways. I know why I kissed your, sorry. It's just, this song is just about, like, I guess it's instinctually, being really quite smitten with somebody, and it's a happy song. It's just about, light love type stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely love it. I really, really do. So joining us live here in the studio at Galaxy 107 FM is Jennifer Hershman, and I know why. How you feeling, Jennifer? You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good, thank you. I am good. Yeah. Nice. I might need to grab. I have some liquid here to drink. I just need to hydrate, but I'm good. Yeah, thank you.
Nice. Jennifer, are you by any chance a vegan?
I'm not.
You're not? You're a meatologist like me?
I love meat, and I was actually at the grocery store today asking for the New Zealand steaks.
Nice. Yeah.
Because the steaks, the beef is so good from there, and they were out, and it's coming in on Saturday, so I was like, yes.
Well, enjoy.
Thank you.
No, the reason why I'm asking, literally, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this myth, and I've been trying to find the answer to this for a couple of years now. Literally, have you ever eaten a vegan sausage?
Probably, yes. Like a hot dog?
Yeah, okay. Well, just wondering if they're made of real vegans or not.
Are you being funny?
Well, I was upset when I found out the Girl Guide biscuits weren't made of real Girl Guides, right? So, hey, vegan sausages, are they made of real vegans or not? Nobody can tell me. But I tell you what, Johnson & Johnson have banned me. I'm on their blacklist.
Really?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
They won't return my calls. They won't take my calls. They won't email me or take any of that stuff. Nothing. I was talking to an executive of the company, and all I did was, and I had a bottle that said, you know what it says on it? It says baby oil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I asked them how many babies goes in a bottle.
And they got mad, honestly?
Yeah, no, believe me, it was all over and done with after that.
Oh my gosh. Geez, they need to lighten up.
Yeah, like I've got a friend of mine who's a five-star restaurant, five-star chef in one of the biggest hotels in New Zealand, believe me, the Hyatt. And I was talking to him the other day about, I just simply asked him, what's the hardest thing about cooking in the kitchen?
Yeah.
He said vegetables. I went, right, I know what you mean, getting the wheelchairs in the oven must be a bitch.
Oh God.
He looked at me, I said, don't get me going on vegetable oil, okay? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. We have about a minute to go on this one, and then we're going into Never Ever Wanna.
Yeah. See, I have to remind myself of these songs. So, are we still being interviewed live right now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
On Facebook.
You're on Facebook. You're not on the radio just yet.
Yeah, so I'm ready to talk about that song. Yeah, I should have my lyrics in front of me, but I'm ready to talk about that song.
Nice.
These are all from the same album,
Okay.
these songs that you're playing right now. And I worked with a great producer who's actually on the island here, based out of Bowen Island, Winston Hochschild. He produced that album for me, and we collaborated on some of the songs. And that song, the day that I went into the studio that morning,
Jennifer, I'm going to
actually-
have to cut you off there. We're running out of time. We'll talk about this as we go.
Yeah.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're in, well, you know, one of my favourite parts of the world. Yes, we're in Canada, and yes, we're in Vancouver. We're talking to Jennifer Hershman, coming out of Vancouver, and believe me, Jennifer, I've got to ask you, how many years have you actually been singing? Because as an engineer, for me it sounds that you're very, very comfortable in your trade.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, I've actually been singing since I was 8, so many years, many years.
Now, at the same time, you're also a teacher, aren't you?
Yes, I teach music. I teach vocals, and I teach guitar and ukulele. I mentor mostly children. I mean, I have taught adults as well, but I mostly mentor kids. Yeah.
Maybe there's help for me yet, you never know. I can't sing. Well, actually I sing tenor, or maybe 12 miles away from anybody that can hear me.
Come on now.
Believe me, I've made cats cry. I really have. Cheryl Schofield is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Cheryl, it really is. Stephen John Ireland is back again. Absolutely brilliant. And Joe Weston, nice to have you on board, Joe. It really is. Today we're talking to Jennifer Hershman, coming out of Vancouver. Now, have you ever played at the Roxy?
Yes.
What's it like playing at the Roxy?
Oh, it's interesting. I mean, I played there many years ago, and then I've played there a couple times more recently in the last couple years. The sound is good. It's rocking. You know, I mean, it's a good vibe down there.
Now, Marcia, coming from Venice Beach, is asking, are you looking at doing any touring next summertime? Could you be interested in going down that way?
I would love to, yes. I mean, I've actually spent a lot of time in California. I did stay in Venice Beach for a short amount of time, house sitting, back when I was spending a lot of my, sort of living there full time many years ago. So yeah, maybe we can do some shows together.
Very cool. And believe me, Keith, coming from the land of Disney, I'm sure you know where that is. Keith,
yes.
Love that. He's asking, when would you be interested in getting together and doing a whole American tour? Because believe me, he thinks that you would be a sellout everywhere you go.
Oh. I'm not sure. I mean, I think next summer would probably be a good time to do a tour. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Believe me, give yourself the winter to plan it and get ready for it and hit that
Yeah.
road, grab yourself a bus and go for it, literally.
Totally.
And I got to agree with Keith. I think it would be a sellout show wherever you would go.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Now, having said that, never ever wanna. Tell me
Yes.
about this. This is fantastic. I played this in my car.
Yeah. Well, the quirky riff came about because the night before we went into the studio, I was like, and I know that it's funny how it came out because it probably doesn't sound anything like them, but I was like, I don't know, I just feel like a Led Zeppelin kind of vibe, And I sort of had an idea when we went into the studio, and that song is, I would definitely say I've mellowed out in my older years as a person and as an artist. But in my younger years, I was very, quick to sort of write off like a potential, romance and just move on, and you couldn't really hold me down, I take more time now, thankfully I've matured a bit, but that song is about like holding on to somebody and like, never wanting to let go, like having that connection be so strong that you don't need to keep on looking for another lover.
Fantastic. You're right here at Galaxy, joined live by Jennifer Hershman and Never Ever Wanna. I got to be honest, Jen, this is one of my personal favourites of yours.
Thank you. I really like this song too. Thanks so much.
Oh, believe me, I do play it in my car. I get to work about 10:30 at night, and I'm lucky to get out of here by about 5 at night. But it's one of the first songs that comes up when I turn the key on in the car, literally.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Love it, love it, love it. Got to congratulate you too, because believe me, it's not easy, Jennifer, to get an interview and or played here at Galaxy. It's really...
Oh.
Barbara gets about 200 submissions a day, right? So believe me, she's vicious with the red pen, I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But what she does she takes to production, they sort of work it out because we only have a certain amount of time in a week to be able to do this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it's got to be approved by a board. And it could be anybody from 8 to 12 people in the board meeting. Once it's ticked all those boxes, it comes to me in a little USB device that I Bluetooth onto my stereo in my car. And I've got to be straight up, Jennifer, I've got a kick-ass stereo in my car. I do.
I bet you do.
Well,
I'm glad because I'm really proud of that album. I mean, the sound. I mean, I'm proud of all my work, of course, but just the sounds on that album, the analog sounds of the instruments, and they're just so like warm and cushy,
I don't listen to music like a fan does. I listen to it like an engineer, as a DJ, a salesperson for music, all that sort of stuff. So I try and figure it out.
Yeah.
Being an engineer, I want to get inside somebody else's engineering mind, you know what I mean, and see how it's done.
Yeah, for sure. Plus, you hear so much music, right?
Oh, mate. 200 submissions a day? Yes, we hear a lot of bands.
To go through, yeah, for sure.
I've worked with some of the biggest and best bands in the world, literally. I've had a very illustrious career. And when I say to you, Jen, I wanted to know more, that means a lot. It really does, because I really do listen and talk to so many bands, talk to so many interviews, and
Thank you.
It's
Thanks a lot.
not often that I say that to an artist, that I wanted to find out more about you, how long you've been singing, the whole deal, because it impressed me.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you kindly. I mean, singing I started when I was 8. Songwriting came a little bit later, and then I would say sort of really delving in as an artist came some years later, and that was sort of the real, that was the thing. I mean, like, speaking of the woman that was in Iceland, I mean, speaking of suggestions and stuff, like for a long time, well, not suggestions, but like advice, I should say, on being an artist. And for a long time, I really, even though I loved singing and I loved writing melodies and lyrics, I didn't have a very strong vision as an artist, what I was capable, I suppose, of creating, like right from the ground up. And now I like to produce and co-produce my own music, and I know what I like, you know, down to every little sound. Where, you know, in my earlier stages, which is okay too if you're a younger artist, you know, in my earlier stages, I was kind of at the whim of the producers I was working with, and I didn't really necessarily have an opinion.
Jennifer, I'm going to have to cut you off there. We've got about 13 seconds.
Okay.
Now, hello, do we have any vocals going on? Hello? I think, there we go. Old equipment, literally looking for that new desk to be delivered any day, literally. Now, having said that, Jennifer, and believe me, I'm very, very sorry about that, Never Ever Wanna is one of those tracks for me that, you know, I find how it's layered out, literally. I try and work it out, and I absolutely have got to say it is one of my more favourite Jennifer Hershman tracks, and it's going to be in my playlist for quite some time to come, I've got to be honest. Now, at the same time, But is something completely different again. It is, well, it took me by surprise, and to me it's an earworm.
Oh yeah? What's an earworm? Like?
Yeah, it just sticks in your mind.
Yes, right, of course.
Just want to, I'm just going to get these microphones working properly. Sorry about this. Ah, dear. Where are you? Hold on a minute.
No problem.
Ah, gosh, just what we need right now. There we go. No, it's gone out again.
Yeah.
It's this particular pot. There we go. No, yes, no. One channel. Have we got more than one channel? Ah, well. I'm not sure what's going on. Honestly, guys, I really don't. There, that'll do. Yeah, I don't know what you did, but it worked. Okay, thank you. Anyway, it's, gosh, gone out again. I don't know. Yeah.
We love those technical difficulties.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be Galaxy if it didn't have a few difficulties through it, and believe me, loving this. Now, hopefully we got it. Nope, haven't got it balanced. Sorry guys, can't get it balanced at all, really. Maybe we might have to come back to this.
We'll play the tune.
Yeah, I tell you what, we'll play the tune and we'll try this out as we go, okay?
Okay.
I don't know. Sorry about that, Jen.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, gosh. As I said, it wouldn't be Galaxy if we didn't have a few. How many countries are tuned in?
Hi there, Clyde. How are you?
100 and what?
I mustn't forget
Can't get
everybody
you.
else.
124.
124.
No, 142, sorry. Countries, yeah.
142 countries are tuned in right now.
142 countries are tuned in. I'm just letting my Instagram followers know that 142 countries are listening to us and my music right now. So, woohoo!
Samantha Lilith Eubanks has joined us, and also Michael Zanderwick. He's from Galaxy Entertainments, I think, coming out of Florida. Is that right? I got it right. I'm looking forward to talking to you in the future. William Odell Hughes is joining us as well, and please pass on love to Francesca. We love Francesca. Clyde Hill, who happens to be coming out of Vancouver.
What?
You know Clyde, don't you?
He's my friend, yes.
Has he invited you to one of his barbecues yet?
Not yet. He's just tempting me with that.
Oh, mate, poke him in the eye until he does. I'm not kidding.
He took us for pizza.
Mate, he does such a wonderful barbecue. He really, really does. And have you ever heard of the band Nickelback?
Of course.
Right. Believe me, one of Chad, the lead singer from Nickelback. He's a very close friend of a close friend of ours, Simon, who is also known as Kadu Sauce, right? Kadu said to me, if you ever get this way, you knock on Clyde's door and say, throw on the Barbie.
Yeah, I know, like, I need a good steak, okay, Clyde?
Yep, there you go, and make it a Kiwi steak.
Yeah, exactly.
And make sure it's about an inch thick. I hope you're not one of these people that likes it still bloody.
Or a vegan.
No.
No, me
Not a
neither.
vegan?
Me neither.
No.
Mate, I like mine well done. Literally.
Yeah, I like a little bit of pink in the middle, but nothing too crazy.
Fair enough, fair enough. Let's give this microphone one more shot. I'm hoping that we can get through this, and I do apologise. It's not done this much before. Now, got to check this. Try that. Yeah, there we go. And nice to have the microphone working back again. Believe me, and a little bup. Of course, the second most requested track for Jennifer Hershman here at Galaxy, coming in at 2,187 requests and climbing. Believe me, it's going to be in tomorrow's breakfast show as well.
Really?
Yeah, literally, as I said, we're in every English-speaking country in the world, and some that aren't. I don't know how that works, Jennifer, but believe me, I'll take it. I really will.
Yeah, I'm surprised. It's really great to hear that.
Oh, believe me, the world talks to us all the time, and they let us know who they like and, how much they like our artists. And believe me, you're right up there right now.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing to hear. Thank you.
You're a superstar, believe me, you really, really are. And you'll be able to tell that by the numbers I give you at the end of this. Now, I'm also going to say to you at the end of this, please don't go anywhere too quickly, because the staff are going to rush the monitors and take photos and stuff like that.
Okay.
You'll get a copy of everything we do today, and Barbara's going to put it into a movie for you as well.
Nice. I didn't even put mascara on. Oh, well.
Yeah, neither did I. In fact, I didn't get my nails done or anything, so please forgive me. But believe me, you will get a copy of this, and I usually say to all of our artists, don't give it to your friends and family. Sure, they're just going to love it anyway because it's you. But I usually tell people, show it to people you don't like.
Why is that?
Well, usually that lights a fire under their tuchus as well, and before you know it, they're getting in touch with us saying, hey, I've got a band.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
It's an on-flow thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Believe me, that started about almost 10 years ago by saying, show it to people you don't like. But at the same time, I must ask you, Jennifer, have you ever been a cartoon before?
Have I ever been in a cartoon?
No, have you ever been one?
Been one?
Yeah.
You mean like cartoon voice?
No, just everything, cartoon.
I don't know what you mean. I know maybe you're... I don't know what you mean.
Okay, do you remember Roger Rabbit?
Sorry?
Do you remember the movie Roger Rabbit?
Yes.
Okay, he was a cartoon, right?
Oh, I see. No, have I ever been a cartoon? Oh, you know what? Somebody did a caricature of me once when I was singing out in Maple Ridge at the farmer's market. Maple Ridge is like, that's where I went to high school actually, which is a suburb of Vancouver. My mom lives out there. And they did a caricature of me. So that's about it. I've actually never been in a cartoon. I'd like to. That
Well,
sounds like
yeah, I'm going to let you know now, Jennifer, you're going to be one anyway. Okay. Look, it's one of the few things that actually makes me look good.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, I got the perfect face for radio.
Yeah.
I do.
That's not nice. You're not being nice to yourself.
Well, I'm only going by what the wife's telling me these days. She's my boss, you know what I mean? So believe me, yeah. She tells me in my headphones, you know, you do have the perfect face for radio. She really does. I used to, well, I would say, working for New Zealand radio, government radio, and they forever was asking me to go onto television, do the breakfast shows on television and stuff like that. I used to dodge it like crazy by saying I wouldn't subject New Zealand to this face. Literally, I wouldn't do that to you over your cornflakes and your wheat bix in the morning. So I ducked it like crazy. Up until the point where we started doing this and Barbara came along with the camera. That all changed. It really did. Rodney Rudd would understand that. Welcome on board, Rodney. Nice to have you on board, my friend. Now, we did the bup thing, and I was mentioning this is rather different to the Jennifer Hershman music that I've been subjected to recently. Tell me about this, because this is really, really interesting.
Yeah, this song is so fun, and I've actually brought it back, and I'm playing it quite a bit live these days, because it's sort of like the, you know, it's the kid-friendly, like a lot of kids like it because it's just so campy and fun and light. And this song, you know, again, a lot of my songs have been written about, you know, romantic encounters, and this was actually about a fellow that I had dated in Los Angeles, and I got back, and I was just like, I don't know, I guess I came up with the riff, bop, 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 and then the lyrics are just really light and fun and sweet, and it's just about having some, you know, having fun with someone, and you know, it was a great experience recording the song also because I was able to get my friends in, my girlfriends came in and they did the vocals, a couple good friends of mine, Jody Quine and Joan Bessie, my friend Raphael Geronimo played the drums, and Malcolm Aiken did the trumpet, which is pretty cool, and then as you can hear it kind of goes kind of crazy in the end there, and then we recorded a really fun music video for it out in the country in a convertible, and it's if you haven't seen the music video, anybody out there, if you want to watch it, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, so.
Yeah, believe me, Jennifer, I have seen the video. I went out to go and look for the video personally. I really, really did, because I heard it for the first time on my breakfast show, and production had sent it through to me and put it in place, you know. And my first reaction is, that's an earworm. It's stuck in my head all day.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, believe me. But I've been getting so many other people say to me, Grant, where's that song? I've been in my head all day. I need to hear that song. So believe me, it's become your second most requested track. It really, really has.
Crazy.
Got to ask you though, why did you do Magic Man?
Oh, well, that's funny because my friend Scott is just texting me now, and he's the one that I recorded that song with. And, you know, we just get together in his basement. We still do. There's actually some other cover songs we're probably going to record. And he just likes to rock on the electric guitar. And, you know, I mean, I've always been a big Heart fan, and I've always loved that song. And so we were just, we'd go and play around with, you know, playing these covers in his basement, and we decided to put that one together and record it.
You know that Heart actually did a cover themselves of Magic Man.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's not Ann Wilson's original. Literally, there was an artist prior to them that they did the cover of, but she made it famous.
Okay.
That's where the difference comes in. Believe me, she did it so well. It was a world-beater track. And I think, just quietly, as an engineer, believe me, I can hear Ann Wilson's voice singing that song. It's you.
Well, that's quite a compliment. I'll take that as a nice big compliment. Thank you very much.
Well, believe me, I really do think you have nailed it 100. And love it, love it, love it. Currently, at the moment, you're about 3,300 requests, 3,351 requests for it, and it is a major feature in our breakfast show, but at the same time, I must admit, production have played with it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Believe me, when production play with artist music, people seem to want to request it more often. It just goes crazy, it really does. And believe me, this one is no exception. 3,300 people have requested it. That's fantastic.
That is amazing. What do you mean production has played with it? You mean with the sounds? They're kind of, or...
Tell you what, let's have a listen, see what you think.
When you say production has played with it, you mean like with the mix on it or something, or?
Yeah, literally what they've done is they've added your vocals to it.
Ah.
Now, you did some voice drops for us.
Yes, I believe I did.
Now, this is where it comes in interesting. Check this out. And I think you might appreciate it, literally, because, believe me, we absolutely love it, and people just can't get enough of this mix. Here is Jennifer Hershman and Magic Man.
Hey, this is Jennifer Hershman from Vancouver, BC, Canada, and you are listening to DJs Barbara and Grant on 107 Galaxy FM New Zealand.
Galaxy FM.
I think it's because you identify yourself with the song.
Pardon me?
I think it's because you identify yourself with the song.
Yeah, of course, right? I mean, yeah.
It seems to be indicative of all of the music that production play with, that put these voiceovers on the intros of the song. These go nuts. People just want to know more about you and want to request it more. I think they can identify with the artist straight away because they know who you are.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's why it's the most requested track.
Okay. Very cool.
Don't quote me on it, but I think it's that theory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Since production have been doing these things, believe me, we've noticed the upturn in those particular tracks over the ones that don't have the voiceovers on them. But I got to congratulate you, literally. I mean, 3,300. Honest, there's not a lot of artists that get that many requests for their tracks.
Really? Wow. I'm really blown away. That's really cool to hear.
How many cities?
1625.
Okay, 1,625 cities are tuned in right now.
Wow. Well, hello, everybody.
But don't forget, it's just you and me. It's only you and me. Everybody else is voyeurs, okay?
Thank you for tuning in, and please find my music under my name, Jennifer Hershman, on YouTube. And also, I forgot to mention earlier that on Twitter, my Twitter handle is @JenLadyFly, all one word. And then, of course, my Instagram is Jennifer Hershman, all one lowercase, all one word. And you can find me on Facebook too. So please say hi. You know, I mean, it's really nice, because, as an artist, and we know it can be very challenging, and it's also really nice, when you blood, sweat, and tears, you put your heart into these songs and these recordings and these writings, and then when you hear that people are appreciative, it's really nice. So
believe me, people around the world are loving your work.
Oh, that's so cool.
They really are. Now we're going to wrap it up after this, but I do have a couple of very, very interesting questions, like have you got any new music coming out? I'll ask that. Won't get you to answer right now. And also, would you be interested in coming back for another interview? So keep those in mind. Keep those in mind. I'll ask you those because believe me, we would love to have you back, and we would love to be able to continue the relationship that we have with you playing your music. You know what I mean?
Yes, for sure. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Richard Rich Cross is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Richard. It really is. And Terry Williams, nice to have you with us as well. Believe me. Yeah, I know. I'm having a few problems with the desk, but we'll solve that. It's the weekend. I've got a big hammer. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. Yeah, we've got a new guest coming. Unfortunately, it's taken a while because, of course, they're still trying to get over the pandemic thing, literally. Especially when you get stuff handmade, custom made.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I stole this one out of production's offices a couple of weeks ago, and they've only just noticed it's missing.
Yeah.
So, honestly, if you do still need a psychiatrist at the end of this, well, yeah, I can hook you up. Her name is Randy O'Neill, and she's a fantastic artist in her own right. When I first met her, she says, we come, because I said you come from New Jersey. She goes, no, Grant, we come from Jersey. You only people from outside call it New Jersey. And I went, what? You come from Jersey? She goes, Grant, you could drive cabs here. Thanks. I'm going to be a cab driver. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It's working perfectly fine now. Brilliant. And today we're joined by Jennifer Hershman coming out of Vancouver. Now, Jennifer, I do have a couple of quick questions before we wrap this up. And one of them is, would you like to give a shout out for your recording studio, your producers and masters and everything like that?
Heck yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, actually, Bop 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 was recorded in what used to be Little Mountain Studios. It's now called Hipposonic, which is an international studio that Rob Darch is in charge of. It's his studio, and we are going back in to the studio next week, working on some new material. So I want to put out a nice shout out to him because he's an amazing supporter and believer, which is always great. And yeah, so that's sort of the most current, but then I love all the people that I work with, and I'm, you know, it takes a team to make something great happen, and I'm always grateful for, you know, the people that surround me that believe in what I'm doing, so.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, Jennifer, at the same time, I want to give a shout out to everybody behind the Jennifer Hershman machine that supports Jennifer. Believe me, without people supporting artists, can't go anywhere, literally. So, thank you to everybody that supports Jennifer Hershman in her career. Now, Jennifer, you were saying that you're recording new stuff. So does that mean to say that just maybe you might want to come back and subject yourself to me again?
Of course, yes. I think I can handle you.
Nice. I like that. I do. Believe me. A lot of the office here is literally run by women. And I understand, I really do. I can work with women, and believe me, I think that answer is appropriate for me. Very, very well done. I think you figured it out right away. So we are going to wrap it up right now, but I've got to say thank you, and I'm very, very humbled to have you join us. I would love to have you come back again. I do want to talk to you off the air about a magazine that we're associated with, and they do concerts too. You might be able to see in the background there.
I've been able to see that in the background, yeah.
Yeah, believe me, fantastic shows. They really, really are. And I'll give you a little tip that nobody else knows in the world just yet that you might be surprised about as well. So, having said that, ladies and gentlemen, right here at Galaxy, it has been an absolute pleasure to bring you Jennifer Hershman coming out of Vancouver, Canada. And next week, join us for more interviews and exciting times. Literally, join me for the breakfast show on Monday between 5:30 in the morning and 10 o'clock. Barbara will be joining me back again on Tuesday and hosting the breakfast show. Until then, have a very happy and successful weekend. Stay safe, and we will see you next week. Catch you then.
Thank you, everybody. Well, that was easy.